Bum, 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 bum. Hello, everybody. It's me, the Hand. I'm back. I'm a Hand. How's it going? How you guys doing? You guys doing okay? All you people, everybody, all of you. Today is not just a Hand stream. It is, in fact, I don't know. I have a background to draw, so I'm just gonna draw the background. It is exactly what it is. Dossie? Lucas Vogan? Combine Hunter the Dino Boy. No Rezone. No Resurone. Hi! Hello! How you doing? How you doing? Now you see me. Now you see me. I'm here. Hi. Hellos! Excuse me. Indigestion. It's not a Bobert-Rob stream without indigestion. Oh my god, excuse me. I'm hard at work on this cartoon. It is fantastic. And it's just fun, Purple. It's just fun. Also, if I'm a little louder than usual, it's because, you know, it's because I'm a lot closer to my microphone. Anyway, so we're doodling the shit up. We're doing it. All right, you can't stop me. We're gonna draw the ocean floor, you guys. The ocean floor. We're gonna do a couple takes, I'm sure. But you know, either way, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I guess first we'll just we'll just mess around. All right? It's nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing. The angle is a little weird. But you know, such is life. Such is life. You know, I'll try to rotate it a little bit. Try to get down on this. But otherwise, how you guys doing on this random ass Tuesday stream? You guys doing okay? Hope that hope that okay is how you can define yourself and your experience. Game Guy Z, how's it going? Rude boy. Yo, dude, yes. I've been experimenting with more traditional shit. With backgrounds and stuff, especially for the lazier bloop stuff. I'm doing more traditional shit. So, yeah. Let's see. I guess the main thing. Like, this is literally background art. So, like, I'm kind of sitting here, I'm looking at a bunch of reference images and trying to figure out exactly what would look the best. What exactly do I want? I mean, I guess. Nakula Alex! Yo, how's it going? Everybody. Hope you are ready to watch me fumble this. Alright. Gonna start with some rocks, I guess. Just, you know, a couple it's not like this is like a technical art thing. It's just, you know, I'm just doodling some shit. So, gotta kind of look like flat ground. We want, you know, we want like suggestion. We want to suggest that the ground is there. I want the ocean floor. Kaiju TF guy, I'm doodling shit. I am being somebody's spirit animal or something. Overall fine, full from dinner, and a tad sore from manual labor chores. Oh, nice. Good to see that you're on the other side of that, then. On the other side of doing these things. Okay. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Things are getting better. They're improving. It is, you know, I'm hard at work on this next cartoon. I am, you know. There's a cameo in this one, or like an introduction to a character, that a lot of longtime fans are going to be really, like, stoked over. It's not like a popular character, but it's like a popular request kind of thing, a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, because that would defeat the purpose of it being a surprise. But, you know, it is what it is, and what it is it's gonna be good. One thing I like about doodling backgrounds is, you know, you can kind of go willy-nilly. You can just make up details as you go along. It's fun. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it, you know, just some rocks poking out of the bottom. You know, what would I rate? What do I rate about the Minecraft movie? I'm never going to touch that. So, I mean, asking me to rate it would really not make any sense because, you know, wham, boom reviews. I mean, I really don't care. I'd feel the same way about it as I would about everything Minecraft, which is just that it's oversaturated. There's way too many people that, like, give love to that property, and it's just... I feel it's undeserving. There's a lot of properties out there of a similar quality that probably deserve more, and Minecraft got really lucky. You know? Right place, right time kind of scenario, and then the internet fucking took that concept and ran with it. These are things that I've, you know, said a lot, and it's not... My opinion hasn't changed. Ooh, they put Jack Black and the guy that plays Aquaman in it. Jason Momoa or Mimosa or whatever the fuck. You know, a bunch of people I can give a fuck less about. So, I mean, it's not like it's ruining anybody's visions to me. It's like, you know, Tenacious D was funny like 30 years ago, but I mean, I kind of think we're past that now. You know. I think he's got a bigger body of work than just one fucking thing that was kind of funny at its inception, but has also kind of grown beyond usefulness. You know. Jokes get old! They just do. What do I think about the direwolf hybrids they brought back to life? Basically the same thing about the whole, ooh, we're gonna make woolly mice. You're basically just, like, mutating animals at this point. And giving them really bad, you know, like, evolutionary traits. Like, you're just asking for a problem because, like, these creatures, they went extinct for a reason. So it's just like, oh, hey, let's make a creature that's going to have problems living right now because we can't stop thinking about the past and trying to relive a past that we don't even, like, we're not even a part of. You know, like, we don't have a collective memory of these creatures, but let's just go ahead and just bring them back for no reason just to say that we can. Stupidly. Like, it's not even a thing where, like, oh, we're going to be all worried about it and shit. It's like, nah, it's just, you're mutating creatures that live now to give them less of an advantage. If they were supposed to be woolly, they'd be woolly. Like, temperatures are going up, not down, so making them woolly is just going to give them a harder time. You're just, you know, you're setting them at a huge disadvantage. It's just mean. The all-time classic known as School of Rock would like a word with you. I am going to give you, like, A, that's actually a pretty old movie, and B, I honestly never sat down and watched it, but at the same time, you know, Tenacious D is basically the only thing he did that I give a crap about. And even that is, like, very passingly. Like, the first album was good, and there's, I don't know. Like, there's that Sasquatch song that they did. That was funny at the time. You know, I'm not somebody that's like, oh, man, please give me the same thing over and over again. You know, I know that a lot of modern audiences just want references to the same things that they enjoy over and over again, which is exactly why the Minecraft movie is doing so well, because everybody loves, you know, not giving chances to new things. It just, oh no, you know, cater to my desires, cater to what I want. I don't want anything new. I want old. Give me references to my own past so that I don't have to continue to grow and change as a human being. You know, that's just me. You know, I'm not acting like my way is more right than anybody else's, but, you know, it is my way. That is, you know. Opinions are assholes. Everybody's got one. And when you express it, everybody just has shit everywhere. That kind of thing. You showed your students that at the end of the year, you don't think you'd still be teaching there this year, so you're just like, fuck it. Right? Hey, Bobert, where's all the sea eaters? Are they now at Neptune? I haven't gotten to that part of the story yet. I have a vague idea, but, like, I'm taking a break from Sea Eater. Because, I mean, I did it for, like, 2 or 3 months straight, and, like, you know, there are other things that I need to do. You know, or not need, needs a very strong word, but You know, there's other things that, like, I get so many damn requests for so many damn things. It's just at a certain point in time, I have to stop hitting the same topic and, like, do other things. I mean, that's all giant fucking monsters anyway, but, like, it's a little silly. Discord gang, you're good. You're good. Now you feel guilty for liking the colossal wolves. You know they aren't real dire wolves, but you don't know. You can like whatever you want. I'm just saying, for scientists to want to bring that crap back, there's kind of no point. Like, again, you're just creating mutated animals. It's like watching Jurassic Park and being like, ooh, they brought back dinosaurs. Like, no, those are just mutated frogs. Like, as per the storyline, all they did was, like, they got trigger happy with a bunch of, like, DNA sequences. That's all those creatures are, is just mutated frogs. But everyone's like, oh my god, he's a dinosaur. And it's just like, as per the lore of the actual movie, they're just frogs. That's all they are. They're sex-changing frogs. They're transsexual frogs. They're just, you know, that's all they do. Those way ahead of the curve on that one. And now, you know, everybody's getting all, oh no, about that stuff. It's just like, dude, dinosaurs did it first. Dino frogs did it first. I guess that should be the terminology that I use from here on out. Is that? Excuse me. Did I know that scientists managed to turn the skin of a mouse invisible by putting it on a diet of seasoning for Doritos? I can't say that I did read that. And sorry if I'm missing, chat. I'm also drawing rocks, which is like the most interesting thing in the world, I know, which is why I'm doing a live stream of it. Have I heard about the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny? Dude, I was making cartoons when that came out. My career is that old, you guys. Rude Boy can attest to that. He's an OG fan. He would know. Sheem would know. Lacrimosai would know. I mean, you know, various fans on the channel have been with me for the past 16, 17 years. So, yeah, I'm aware of the Ultimate Showdown. You know, it's like that fucking Lord of the Rings meme. I was there 3,000 years ago. Fucking thing. All these rocks basically look the same. But then rocks tend to look the same, don't they? The most famous line from Jurassic Park is literally, just because you could doesn't mean you should. Jurassic Park fans have always complained about the stupid idea of hybrids when literally all the dinosaurs in the franchise are hybrids to a degree. Yeah, but like the whole Indignious Rex thing is just like a waste of a potential plot line because there's so many dinosaurs to pull from. And it's just like, the entire thing is just like, oh my god, we made a Godzilla or something. It's just like, you really didn't have any other dinosaurs to like pull from. You just had to literally go to, we made a genetic more of a mismatch, and you know, Chris Pratt talks to raptors, which I think that probably is like the stupider thing in that movie, is the whole, I talk to raptors, isn't that nice? It's just, Chris Pratt in general, just, I don't know, it's just, I'm a cynical old man. That's all I can say about anything. That's Park fans. Hello, the dinosaurs have always been hybrids from the start. Yep. Playing RuneScape! Hell yeah. Anybody that's seen anything that I've done from 2006, you guys know. You guys know. Barat, how's it going? What's up? I'm going to make a long rock for Barat because he likes kebabs. By the way, anybody that liked that silly little joke about the Bobert-Rob, that's thanks to Barat. He wanted that to happen. Kind of. He wanted Bloop to eat a kebab, and I was the one that made it myself because, you know, it just made sense at the time. You know, when I'm hit with inspiration, that's just me, man. That's just me. I'm starting to. This pen, I don't know, starting to dry. I'm going to switch to a different pen. Aw, yeah, boy, yeah, Barat. Oh, you gifted a membership to Shan Roulette 2024. Hell yeah, boy! Be sure to thank him if you're active in the chat, Mr. Shan. Sean. Shamalama Ding Dong. Yo, Lewis Keel, how's it going? How's it going? By the way, Barat, I know that you were asking for, what was it? Mosasaurus to come back. I did technically write a script that kind of involves him. He's got like a small part in like a newer, not this one coming up, but like in the future, like in a month or so, he will have another role. So you know, you're helping to inspire that a little bit. I let the voice actor know. He said he couldn't really get back to me until like the 21st about even recording it. So we likely won't see him come back until at least like May at the earliest. Just so you know. You mean at this point? I mean, the point is that the hybrids are supposed to be abominations who need to be killed and aren't supposed to be seen as cool. Yeah, and that's kind of that is the movie. And most people are like, dinosaurs are alive! Oh my god! And you know, the only takeaway most people have is just that like dinosaurs are cool. I want my dinosaur to show up. Give me my dinosaur, and just you know. And so people assume that it's accurate, regardless of whether it is or not. Okay, I need to have like some kind of horizon line somewhere over here. It's like this is just the general hill. 'Cause I don't want to fucking draw all this. I really don't. Sailor Ellington! How's it going, everyone? Let me just do this. I'm actually mostly drawing on this clipboard because the texture of my desk is too bumpy. So there's that. Funky Mew just got gifted a membership. Thank you, Barat. Insert blobfish and goblin shark vibing at the bottom of the deep. Dude, yeah, Kaiju. That script is still sitting. It's still sitting in the archives. I gotta find time. But I feel like the first one that I'm gonna end up having to do will not be that one, involving like humanity and goblin shark and all them. Like, I like the idea of the darkfish coming back soon. Which I mean, I floated the idea of like humanity versus darkfish, and I had to find the time for it. But like, in the idea concept that I have, I want to bring sunfish into it because obvious jokes. But I have to actually I have to script it, and then I have to find a minute where I actually have time to do something other than Bloop meets a giant monster. Bloop meets a giant monster. Oh my god, Bloop meets another giant monster. Like I had to get through this shit at some point in time. 50 of Jurassic World is inaccurate. Yeah, I mean, all the Jurassic movies are basically inaccurate. Hell yeah, dude, Barat's going crazy in the chat with the donations. Thank you, good sir. Fish is adding a sea bear from SpongeBob. Yeah, Fish is stealing every fandom and making them into a fishable thing. I mean, it's a Roblox game. You really can't expect too much from it. It's, it is to be expected. Okay, we're going to run off the page here because there's really no point in continuing. Manye got a membership. Oh my goodness. Hope you guys are appreciating this. Because I sure am. Hell yeah! Okay. That's probably good on the rocks. So now, for all you nerds out there, there's a difference between believability and reality. Of course. There is, there's not a whole lot of reason to always stress on whether something can be realistic or not. Because frankly, if something was realistic, it would have happened already. And there are new things being found all the time, so anything that seems improbable or impossible has a decent likelihood of being proven wrong at a later date. It's kind of one of those things, you just kind of got to keep your mind open, you know what I mean? Got to keep your mind wide the fuck open. And also just not stress so much about everything being realistic, because that'd be boring. Where is invention there? Where is the thrill of finding new things? If everything has to be strictly realistic or strictly not, or what the hell ever, Gotta leave room for inspiration. Leave room for invention. You'll probably be called by your bank soon. Yeah, Barat, you might want to be careful, dog. Might want to be careful. Sailor Ellington, how's it going? What's the background about? It is a background. It is it's the seafloor. Seafloor, shit ton of rocks. RMS Samtanic got gifted. This is basically just letting me know who's watching and not and not saying anything. It's fun stuff. It's fun stuff. All right, so we're gonna start with a brown. Now, obviously, not every rock is gonna be the same color. You know, we're gonna have some browns. We're gonna have some grays. Little bits here and there. But yeah, you guys are gonna see this background. You guys are gonna be like, "Holy crap! I watched him draw this." And then you're gonna see the character that accompanies it, and then you're gonna be like, "Holy crap!" It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I feel like you guys are gonna dig this. You know, it's gonna be good times. And if it isn't, you know, feel free to punch me in the face. Feel free to just take that cinder block, break my window, and just, you know, make sure that it ruins my day. Be sure to do that. Like and subscribe and all that other shit. Best stream ever. Hell yeah, Discord gang. I try. Berry Dactylus, I finally noticed you. I don't remember saying your name, but I mean, I'm saying it now. Maybe that was the strategy. Maybe you were like, I'm gonna get him to say it. Or I just have a really shitty memory. I don't know. The point is, Froggo Dandy says fish. At least they didn't steal a lot of things. I would give him time. You know. Game's not that old, is it? I mean, it's on fucking Roblox, and it's like a mini game, or, you know, something made by somebody else. They sold it a year ago, or fucking, I don't know. I want to say it's still a fairly new game within the last couple years. I'm no expert. Again, I researched it once for that one cartoon, but I have not bothered since, because I really don't care. It's fucking Roblox, man. It's in the same boat as Minecraft for me, but at the very least, it's not like blowing up in the sense it's like, oh my god, everything. Like, Minecraft is absolutely absurdly popular. Roblox is still stupidly popular considering how low quality it is, but at the very least, you don't have fucking, you know, Hollywood movies being made out of it and fucking teenagers, you know, jizzing in the theaters or whatever the fuck it is they're doing, you know, throwing over tables and getting everybody to be like, oh my god, they're unruly, holy shit, or whatever the fuck, you know. It's just like, okay, they have a fan base. Good for them, I guess. I don't know. Lord knows if Bloop Died ever became something like that, it would just be, you know, a couple guys sitting in the fucking theater being like, I don't know, that guy's not big enough, I brought my ruler and, you know, sitting there rolling around the fucking aisles. I'm stuck to the seat. Oh, God. I walked in with toilet paper on my foot. Give this membership to Active People, Stupid YouTube. Let's do it. Sorry. Yeah, you can't really control it. It just goes to random people. Logan's cool content. Hi. I like the exclamation point in your name. You hate the people who say the mag is at the bottom of the sea. Like, it's bullshit. Well, I mean, especially considering, like, the difference in, like, sea pressure. Like, if a giant is down there, it's not going anywhere. So being like, oh my god, there's a megalodon at the bottom of the ocean. It's like, alright, well, if he was at the bottom of the ocean, his ass is staying there. You can't actively move between levels of the ocean. Like, you know. Like, some monsters have, like, you know, their sea bladders and stuff, and they have, like, bodies that are very adept to it. And then there's other creatures like the fucking blobfish that literally get caught in sea nets and you know, they die from it, and then people see that picture and think that blobby pink corpse is what they look like. You know, you get all kinds of fucking weird shit going on in the ocean. The point is, you know, pressure is a bitch, and you gotta be careful. All right, rude boy, you enjoy peace now, good sir. I will catch you on the flip side. There's a problem with the Minecraft movie in theaters. The problem is that teens and kids are making bigger popcorn messes, and Yelling chicken jockey. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have, you know, I really haven't looked into it more than like a headline. Because I mean, again, it's just Minecraft. It's just the same problem with a fresher coat of paint because it's in the movie theaters now. Otherwise, people just don't go to movie theaters. They just don't care. They're just like, I don't want to go to movie theaters. It's not making references to exactly what I like. And if it's not doing that, then I don't want it. Like, you know. Oh, this one's a nice one. This color. Like, I'm looking for like a lighter color to do the shading, you know? I'm being very sloppy with the outlines now. I just don't care. I don't want to spend like 5 hours on one fucking background, you know what I mean? It's not my idea of a good time. I'm trying to variate it. It's starting to look like boogers. Is that the point? I don't think so. I mean, maybe it is. Probably not. I don't know. Anybody's guess! Yeah, buddy! Woo! Yeah, if anyone's down there, it's your Lord and Savior Cthulhu. I mean, if he can stand the pressure. Of course, he's like this mystic magic thing that's like, I'm gonna, you know, eat people's brains in their sleep and poop them through a fucking tube or some shit. And it's just like, alright. Way to overachieve in life there, Cthulhu. Cthulhu, like Trickle Dirtle, you know, Dribble Chin, whatever the fuck his name is, you know. This is a little too light. But that's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I'm not gonna judge you, color! Not gonna do it! You think I'm gonna do it? Nope! Playing the old sneak around. Whatever the fuck that means. It don't matter! Ah! Fuck it, yellow spots on the ground. If I played Deltarune, I forget what Deltarune is. Is that the Undertale sequel that like has multiple chapters or some shit? I've played Undertale. I've not played that. Yeah, I think that's what Deltarune, because it's just the letters mixed around or whatever. Yeah, the Undertale letters just mixed around and there's something else with like anthropomorphic animal people or something, and it's more of an RPG or something. Why did I scream? Why wouldn't I scream? Maybe I got attacked. You don't know. I don't know. I mean, I hope I didn't get attacked, but anything's possible. All these rocks are fucking yellow. But then again, we're at the bottom of the ocean. We probably need like a couple red ones, right? Sometimes they get to be red or brown. There's a big, like, there aren't many brown colors. Or any. That's what I'm trying to say. There's like not a lot of darkens. We gotta get some darkness down here. It's the spinoff. Right. What's my first Flash game that I played on Newgrounds in my old days? God. The only one that comes to mind offhand is that Toss the Turtle game. I remember that one. It's not the first one. I'm not sure that I'd be able to actually remember it without looking at Newgrounds itself. But that's certainly, I mean, that's a very popular fucking one to go for. Like, oh yeah, you remember Toss the Turtle? You're a turtle being shot out of a cannon, and it's one of those games where you just shoot yourself far, and then, oh, you're gonna get some more fucking things, and, you know, upgrades. You can shoot further and shoot further every time, and before long, you've wasted like 30 hours playing it. You're selling your watch and donating it to Aw. I mean, you don't know where I live, but I mean, I guess you mean that you're getting the money from it. Either way, good sir. I appreciate you guys. But don't put yourselves financially in the hole on my account. Holes are nice, they can be comfortable. But not that comfortable. You know what I mean? Like they you know, somewhat comfortable, but like, you know, there's more comfortable places. Like, have you tried a couch? You know what I mean? Like, couches are also comfortable. Maybe you could give it a whirl. Let me know if it works out for you. If it doesn't, I mean, hey, you know, but just like keep your mind open to other things that could be comfortable. Like, you know, they have those like long chairs that you can like put your feet up, you know. I think the X had one that was called like a Chase or something, or probably has a better name that makes more sense, but like it's what she called it. I guess she likes to chase people, I don't know, or it's a chair that's long, you can put your feet up. Point is, there's other ways to be comfortable. And keep yourself open to the possibility. When opportunity comes knocking at your door, you best pick up, son! Don't let it go to voicemail! Don't let opportunity go to voicemail! You don't want it. Alright? Voicemail is gonna... You're not gonna get the details. Opportunity's not gonna tell you what you want to hear. You know what I mean? It's not gonna give you a callback number. Opportunity's just probably gonna, like, hang up or something. Or it's gonna sound like a fucking... You know, like a bot or something, you know? Like one of those things. You know what I'm saying. I don't need to explain it any further than that. We've already elapsed that thought. A bit! Hope to see a lot of him in the future. We will see Mosasaur again, and that is a good thing. It is fun. Mr. Watermelon the Exotic! Couch hole. Right? Right? You just get a hole, and you throw a couch into it, and then it's not really a couch or a hole. It's just a couch at ground level. So, like, it's a hole-shaped... It's a couch-shaped hole. You put the couch into it, and then it's like the ground is the couch. Excuse me. All your opportunities going into the spam folder. Right. You gotta be careful with that. You gotta be careful. I have hands. This is starting to look like a background. I believe. But we need more booger green. Back here. It's gonna gradiate to blue, I think, probably. So might as well just throw a little bit of green tones, because it's gonna fade to that. Look like a little booger sleeve or whatever. Mucus. Hell yeah. Why the hell not? All that nonsense. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, did I watch Star Wars advert? Oh, yeah. For these live streams, I've started doing aggressive advertising. So if that annoys you, I'm sorry. It's just that, like, I don't normally get, like, a lot of donations or whatever. So it's just like, I have to make this worth my while somehow. So I figure, aggressive adverts, things will pop up. I mean, personally, I don't even mess with that because I have the YouTube Premium. I have that because, I watch a lot of YouTube, and also I just, kind of don't care. Like, I'm making money on YouTube, so I might as well have the service that, like, lets my dog bark. That whole thing. That's kind of what I figure. I'll tell you, bending forward while drawing, not great when you have indigestion, because it just makes more indigestion pop up. When will I bring back Canon Bloop Diet episode? Dude, that's what... The most recent episode is a canon episode. Anytime that version of the character is on screen, that episode's basically canon. Bioaccurate Bloop is canon. Like, if Elgran Maha is canon, then Bioaccurate Bloop has every right to be canon. You know what I mean? So, like, is it one that is it an episode that I anticipated doing from the beginning? Hell no. It didn't even exist when I first started this shit. But, like, I do make up a lot of this as I go along. And that one doesn't really introduce anything that spits in the face of what I'm trying to do. So, it's canon enough. It may as well be. So, yeah. Anytime that character, Now, granted, there are going to be some exceptions, obviously. But, like, generally speaking, if the episode doesn't spit in the face of storyline developments from before, it might as well be canon. That kind of thing. I would say. Obviously, I can and probably will change my mind as I go because, extenuating circumstances, shit changes. But that's generally my thought experiment right now. Yeah. Indigestion. Alright. Rob will not fail to make the goofiest ocean-related videos ever. Yeah! Pretty much! I'm kind of I'm kind of stuck in this mode of everything has to be fish this, fish that. You know, I am certainly aware. I'm certainly aware of what my viewers want. And, you know, it's interesting to a degree, but it does grate on the nerves. You know, I've got a lot of things I can say about a lot of things, and I'm stuck doing this forever, seemingly. Again, as long as I have an audience, that's fine. It's an exercise in keeping content themes going. But, you know. It also just feels like I'm wasting a lot of potential because viewers will not fucking do anything. Which just relates back to the whole Minecraft complaint. It's just, you know, everybody wants everything that ties into everything they already like. They don't like to take chances. Which is much less audiences these days and more of just, this is just how audiences are. And I'm just experiencing this right now for myself. You know, it's a problem that's, I think, worsened, but it's always been there. And because these audiences are continuing to get catered to, it's only getting worse. But it's certainly not a brand new issue. It's a progressing problem. That kind of thing. Yeah, at this point, we're just kind of filling in colors a little bit. We need some browns in there. You can't see the rocks anymore. Yeah, a little bit. But, I mean, you know, this is going to be a full background, more or less, so. It's going to kind of be... And maybe the rocks will barely be a texture by the end of the day. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a lot in, like, in regards to, like, I don't have a lot of lighter colors like this. I've got some colored pencils. I probably should have started with the colored pencils first, but I figured that doing this as a marker thing would make more sense because it's underwater, and so use a water-based color. I don't know. It's kind of doing this. M is for Mateo. It's been a minute. How's it going? So Bloop really did mate with an ocelot. He did. He did. That is the joke. It's a bit silly. But, like, you know, that's exactly what the series is. And, you know, it makes it, like... But, like, here's the thing. The way that I depicted it in the cartoon, I didn't research that beforehand. I just kind of... You know, that's what made me laugh when I was doing it. But then finding out later, like, ocelots don't actually, like, reproduce like that. And so I was like, ah, shit. So that specific part, yeah, that's on shaky ground. But, like, the actual cartoon itself... I would say is fairly canon. You know, just the ending there, like, would probably need to be... That's not technically part of the script. That was just, like, an afterthought joke. Again, like you know, everything is variable, and I can change my mind at any time. Which makes the cartoon very difficult to follow. And I'm aware of that. But, I mean, also, most of the audience only wants meme jokes anyway, so... I don't think a majority of viewers even give a shit in regards to that. You know, a lot of the better viewers are going to care. But unfortunately, I don't have enough of the really good viewers that I can sit there and be like, all right, we're going to sit here and fixate on better storytelling. You know, it's more just I have to figure out which jokes and which characters I need to poke fun at to keep people coming in. Because if I don't, then people will bail. Because they have... a lot. So, I mean, you know, gotta be weary of it. Gotta be weary of all the potentials, all the potentialities, and just do my best to make everybody happy when I can, when it makes sense to. You know, I mean, if I was getting paid a lot, that'd be one thing, but, you know, I'm doing all this to barely break even. Past couple of months have been good, but I'm making preparations in the sense that, like, you know, it's gonna get bad again at some point. Probably sooner than later. I would assume as much. There is no real indicator. No way of really knowing, but, you know, Jerry the Hoverfish is going to get the 48-month badge eventually. I appreciate that, good sir. I appreciate all the support that anybody can and does give when they can, no matter the amount, because that just means that you guys are doing your part to make up for a lot of other people that just don't or won't or can't or whatever. And I don't want people to feel bad if they can't. You know, I do have a large pool of very international viewers, and it does feel like a lot of them are just, you know, like they don't understand the language even, so how the hell would they know how to do YouTube things or, you know, donation things or whatever? Like they just like the way the fish move around on the screen, or they enjoy the voice work, or fuck, dude, I don't know, they like the ocean texture. I get a lot of viewership from like countries where the language is like not even anything close to English, and it's just like I have to hope they're getting something from it. No guarantees, but I mean, you know, clearly is doing well somewhere. A really interesting thing is I've been releasing the this ocelot bloop bioaccurate nonsense over on TikTok. And I actually had a fair bit of like Mexican viewers on like a couple of the ones with the Spanish speaking ocelot character, Mom Shalot. That was really cool. You know, because my buddy of mine, you know, Shayla, the voice of Sunfish, she does the voice of Mom Shalot in that cartoon. And, you know, she speaks Spanish and everything. But, like, she's, you know, based in the U.S., so, you know, it's not like she speaks it all the time. But she understands it enough that she can, like, you know, speak it pretty fluently, as you can hear. And so it's nice that, it's nice to get validation, you know what I mean? From an actual, you know, like, country that speaks the language. You know, that they're able to enjoy it enough. Like, I've had a couple of people that watch it like, oh, man, this is cool. I don't actually need subtitles for the Spanish parts. It's like, hell yeah, dude. It's what I'm going for. It's what I'm trying for. You feel toothless mouths are scarier than overly fanged one. El Gran Maha is stupid looking because the smile's full of sharp teeth. But basking sharks are creepier to me because no teeth or emotion. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I think, you know, people more get, like, you know, worried about, you know, getting bit. Like, oh my god, it's gonna bite me. It's gonna it's gonna claw me and shit. You know, I don't want to get scraped and cut, and it's just like, just getting eaten at all would be bad. And it's for Tail. Thank you. Thank you. Barat needs subtitles. Well, I mean, it's good that I'm always adding subtitles to basically everything that I do. Mostly so I can, like, hide jokes. Mostly so I can hide jokes. But, you know, just in general, it's just good. It's just a good thing to do. It's fun. I find that it's fun. You're going to add some grays and spots. Because rocks can be gray, too. Nothing wrong with a gray rock! It'll help subdue some of these yellows. That's good. It's not bad, though. It's not bad. It basically looks like fucking taco meat at the moment because of all the brown. I probably should have thought about that, but, you know, whatever. It just needs more... I mean, it's going to be desaturated under the ocean anyway. I mean, this is supposed to be underwater and whatever, so, I mean... Yeah, it'll be all good. Subtitle jokes are always welcome. Good, because that's what you're getting. Excuse me. Love that shit. Fucking love it. All right. Also, if I'm missing your chat, I'm sorry. I do member-only streams also. So anybody that isn't yet a member... and they have money that they could. $3 a month, USD. You know, it doesn't hurt. But otherwise, yeah, next members only stream is going to be on Thursday. One of my members wasn't able to make it to Mondays. I normally do members only live streams on Mondays. So I missed it yesterday because my internet went down. And I was gonna do one today, members only, but then like one of the main members that I have that like really enjoys them, he wasn't able to make it, and I don't normally have a lot of people that show up, maybe like 2 or 3 at any given time, because I've only got like 10 or 12 members at a time, but it's all good. Regardless, he's able to make it to Thursdays, so I'm just gonna do it Thursday. So anybody that becomes a member tonight, either through gifted or otherwise, they can show up Thursday, and they'll be able to see me in action then. We're playing Final Fantasy IX at the moment. One of the games that, I played in high school. Good times. Good jolly time. Ethan Twig, what's up? Everything about the videos I make are great. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you muchly. These streams are at terrible well, yeah, because you live like halfway across the... Not to dox you, but like, you live halfway across the planet from me. It is to be expected. That's one of the downfalls, one of the pitfalls of having such a worldwide audience is that, like, timing-wise, things are all topsy-turvy and all over the damn place. Like, for me right now, it's the evening, so, it is just one of those things. You can only set your expectations up in a certain way. I don't want anybody to mess up their schedules for me. But, the ones that want to and can show up, I implore you to do so if and when you can. Sky Evans! How's it going? But yeah, like I was saying, if like I'm missing your chat and you have like some kind of question or something, becoming a member, you'd be able to ask me, talk to me, whatever, when we do members only live streams. I'm a bit more concentrated on those chats. Like right now, obviously I'm drawing, I'm doodling. And it's looking a little bit better. Final Fantasy's good. Also the way he's less family friendly on member streams. Yeah, I don't have to play nice. I'm not even like consciously playing nice right now. I just, I'm so focused on doodling. There's a lot less to uncharacteristically ping and pong back off onto. Okay, so what we need blues. We need... Alright, we'll start with a light blue and we'll go with that. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Ethan Twig. I was trying to say Evan for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, thanks, Ethan and Sky and everybody. Sailor Ellington. Hope you guys are, enjoying yourselves on this Tuesday night for me, but whatever day or whatever it is for you, I hope you're enjoying it all the same. I'm doing the part that fades in the background, so it's going to be more blue because that's the way light works. The further a light wave has to travel, the less information it, the less information travels across that distance. Therefore, you get the fading. And, Rayleigh scattering and stuff. Different distances, light waves bend in different ways, and you get atmosphere or water in the way, and then that'll tint it also. Or whatever, Maybe I'm just making it up, maybe I'm not. Maybe it's somewhat informed, maybe it isn't. It sounds good to me. And so until I do the research fully, I'm just going to trust that it's the case and continue doodling. Saying nothing. Finland! Purple Sheen! Dog! That hot dog flies in your face. How's it going, dude? Hope things are going well for you, good sir. By the way, Sheem, member stream, we're doing that one on Thursday now. This week. Because it works better for Lacrimosi's schedule. And I know you and him are both basically the ones that like I do those streams for. Everybody like it's for every member, but like you two are the ones that like have shown up to all of them. So, I try to keep your schedules in mind mostly because I know that you guys are the ones that get the most out of it. Anybody else would probably just be down for anything. But all the same, Lacrimosa can show up for the Thursday one, so that's what I'm planning on at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah, I'm drawing a background. It's starting to look how I want it to look, kind of. I went a little too hard on the brown. Not gonna lie. A little too hard on the brown. But, like, you know. And since you know, I'm not gonna tell you because I you know. And again, I said it again. It's just kind of a thing I say. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where I was going to draw this, and then I was like, wait, I bought a new desk, and actually, the texture of the desk itself is actually really fucking cool. Why don't I just move the monitors around? Why don't I just do that? So I did. And here we are, a little drawing station made by me just moving shit around on my fucking desk. Can't wait to see the drawing at the end. I mean, honestly, we're kind of getting close to it. This is meant for, like, a part of the cartoon that's just going to be, you know, like a lazy background. I mean, I say lazy, but you know, I'm putting an honest effort into it, but I know that it's not amazing looking. Also, I kind of want this to be transparent so I can put, like, a different water background behind it. Because, like, you know, I digitally scan it. And then, you know, I just do it up like that. And so, it's not really... It's not something that, like, I'm particularly worried about it being photorealistic or whatever. Like, as long as it's realistic enough, or, like, you know, it conveys the information I want it to convey. Master Dragon! Master Dragon, hello. How you doing? How you doing? You doing good? I'm drawing little details, because I just realized I'm not doing a lot of random little details in the background here. So it would be great if I could start this stream a little later for myself. Final decision is mine, of course. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like starting him at the time that I start him. Currently, I basically, anytime that I stream, I usually start at the same time every day. Usually. You know, it's not like a, oh, you know, but like, it's not the kind of thing where it's like, it has to be at the same time every day. Just, it usually works best for me if I shoot for the same time to stream. I don't know. Now I'm just kind of doing random little bits. Trying to do the illusion of more detail in the background than is really there. You know, it's also really distant, so it would kind of have that really shrunken... Like, it'd be blurry also, but I can't blur a physical fucking image. So expecting that would be a little silly. And I know I am a silly person. But, you know. Not with everything. Because otherwise you would always expect silly, and then that in itself would defeat the purpose of being silly. Because, you know, being silly as a surprise is usually more rewarding because you don't see it coming, so you can't anticipate it, and therefore, you know, there's more enjoyment to be had. Otherwise, if it's something you expect, you're just like, oh, he's just being silly again. Okay, and then that's it. You know, it's less fulfilling, less satisfying. You know what I mean? It's just a little less satisfying. I try to make my madness entertaining in some way. That's what I shoot for. Whether I achieve it or not, I don't know. On a day-to-day basis, it's hard to say what anything could be. Also, I just realized this wire's in the way. Cool. Fun stuff. Have as much creative liberty as you want with this, but there's a little Subnautica joke about the people of Leviathan, you should make it. It's the people from Subnautica that's unfathomably big. I mean, not every... I've never even played Subnautica. I know what a peeper is. It's got an eyeball or something. It's, you know, the video game trope that exists in all video games where something that only has one eye is considered, you know, a unique feature. It's like, dude, so many fucking creatures are just are cyclopses, cyclopes. It's not really that unique, but not everybody worries about the uniqueness of a thing in their media. Not everybody is Robert Winchester, you know what I mean? And that's fine. Not everybody should be Robert Winchester. That would also be boring. You know. Frankly, having one is probably too much. having more than one would just be obnoxious. These markers are gonna get so unorganized. I'm pulling out so many. It's ridiculous. Have a good night. Hell yeah, dude. Barat, thank you so much for the donations, man. The membership, man. I appreciate you. I know you like to talk down about, you know, what you contribute, but dude, don't. Because, you know, it matters, man, and you matter. So, take that to your bank and smoke it. Yeah, it was when the game was in demo and someone said they had found a giant peeper in the lava zone, probably because of the sea dragon model wasn't a thing and it was just a peeper for a little bit. Oh, yeah. I mean, that'd be something of interest, I guess. I just, you know. Like, I've never played the game, so. Like, we'll see. We will see! You showed one of your friends Bloop versus Darkfish, despite not knowing about Bloop or why he's talking with the Darkfish. He agrees it's awesome. Well, awesome! Thank you! See, that's the kind of word of mouth that's going to help this channel in the long run. Because, like, I need people, like, regularly showing up. Like, whether or not the person that you showed it to is going to regularly show up is besides the point. The fact that you're at least trying to show other people is, like, good enough for me. Like, I will take it. I know how difficult it is to get word of mouth going this day and age, and you know, or to get word of mouth to stick. It can be incredibly difficult, and so I appreciate you making the effort. I will say that when I'm doing a lot of these backgrounds, especially the live ones, I just kind of throw color in spots and just kind of hope for the best. This stuff does take a fair bit of focus. I don't always have focus when one's live streaming. Like, I worry about not getting, or like not reading, reacting to chat. You know, talking to the people that are actually actively here. You know, these are all just little thoughts that I have as I'm doing it. But then it's also like, you know, I do need to be making this background. And like, take a step back. Like, it's not bad. Again, way too much fucking brown. Way too much fucking brown. Trust me, you have your own channel and it's rough. Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But, you know, putting forth the effort, making the effort, getting your stuff out there, it's always worth it in the end. I mean, I've been doing this for, God, 20 years, you know, give or take. I mean, you know, since, yeah, I guess I've been on YouTube for roughly 19 years. I mean, 2006, and it's 2025, so I've been here for 19 years. I've been doing cartoons for, you know, more than 20. Like 21 years, actually. My career is old enough to drink. So that's fun! X for X, so is it canon that Bio-Accurate Bloop is the son of Bloop? I mean, that's what is implied, right? Until I say otherwise, I'd say, yeah. Also, it's what the cartoon itself kind of suggests. A little bit. I mean, Bloop denies it, but, you know, just because he doesn't believe it, you know, he doesn't have, like, a strong memory of the event. Obviously, because he was quote-unquote drunk. Which was just like an oil spill. You know, that's the only way that he could ever get drunk is, you know, basically getting an oil spill and drinking an oil. Like, you know, that amount of liquid would fuck up any animal. And the fact that he's so big and it doesn't kill him is, you know, a test to just how big and beefy he is. Crimson Tiger! We're doodling! Getting some of them details in. I'm basically done, I think. It doesn't look amazing, but like, you know, it's a thing. Also, I've been drawing this entire fucking time with my drawing cockeyed. I don't know. It's whatever. I don't know. Like, it works. And again, this is like the lazier stuff, so it's like it's not supposed to be photorealistic. Also, this is what the bottom page looks like. You have your little marker spillage. Oh baby. Oh, baby. Looks pretty good. Thanks, Crimson Tiger. How's the Bio Grand Maha video going, or he ate a whole ass boat full of beer? Well, it's not going to have that same... The bioaccurate El Gran Maha video is not going to go in the same direction. It's not going to be, oh no, he's Maha's baby. Like, that would be really lame to do 2 cartoons of the same setup. I just lost the lid. Which is great. I thought I put it in, but it fell on the ground. Oh, okay. That's what it was. I put it in the wrong side! X-Rex. You're not bad. You're good, dude. You're good. Absolutely fine. I would not worry about it. And if you're worried about it, I'd cease and desist that worrying instantly. Because it's not something I'm stressing. I'm just letting you know. A lot of people seem to be worried about the canonicity. And, like, I do those videos basically as, like, a service to people that, like, don't follow every video, that are just, like, kind of curious. I mean, also it's just, you know, it's fodder for another video. But I know that the storyline itself is probably hard to follow for a lot of people. Especially since I'm not putting, like, a big effort into, like, you know, telling, like, a concrete story. Like, I'm mostly just making up jokes as I go and trying to shoehorn them into some kind of a narrative plot. Like, I've got an idea of where I want the story to end, but all the footnotes leading up to each bullet point in the storyline is really not that important to me. But, you know, I know that can be very difficult for people to follow. It's just, it's more fun to tell the story in that way for me. Kind of. I don't know. It's just, it's a background. It is a background. Yeah. Does that work, though? Let's look at it closer. I'm an ocean. I'm an ocean. Ooh, I'm hypnotizing. Oh my. All Sheem can think about is food. Lucas is just imagining Bloop being drunk and hitting every wall. Right? Master Dragon is working on a stop motion. It's Steve versus a 16-foot tall war general chicken jockey. Ooh. There's a Subnautica mob. Bloop and Blaze. And it has a weird Bloop design. More ideas. I am aware of the Bloop in the Subnautica thing. Like, he's got 4 eyes or some shit. There's a couple of ideas about how they could meet, but, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you know, Subnautica Bloop is going to go to Earth. Like, I don't know. I feel like Bloop would have to travel to the Subnautica world, and that's an entirely different plot line that I would need to actually figure out, like, how to make that work in a way that doesn't annoy the piss out of me or completely disrupt the story. So, you know, that's a back burner idea. Maybe I'll eventually do it, but, like, you know, there's no reason for me to jump into it, especially with people asking for so many other characters all the damn time. It's just like, basically right now all I'm doing is making a bunch of fucking random ass shit. And so it's just like, you know, like, I'm adding a bunch of different random characters there. Like, but now this one, but now this one, but now you gotta add that one. Oh my god, you gotta add this, and it's just like, you know, at a certain point, you know, it does, you know, it gets on my nerves, especially. You know, if all I'm doing is creating a revolving door for all these characters, like, now it's this character, now it's this character, oh, but now it's this character over here, and then all these storyline threads are all going to go over each other until Bloop is fucking, like, you know, suffocating from all these different character interactions that I have to fucking keep track of. And it's just like, at the end of the day, I just want to tell jokes, and I just want to be funny, and that's why I do the non-canon bits. So, I mean, if I were... Womkus, how's it going? Like, if I were to do, like, Subnautica Bloop meets regular Bloop, if I were to rush to do that, I would probably just make it a non-canon thing and just do the lazy, you know, the lazier drawings. I find that, like, doing characters where I can't easily fit it into the storyline, if it's something that, like, I have a bunch of viewers that are all like, oh my god, we need this right now, then that would just be, like, a thing where I'm just... doing you know, I'll do the lazy version of it and then just get it out quickly. And then everybody be like, oh my God, yes, yes, butterflies and shit. Yeah. You guys like how I'm emoting with my hands? Is this what you guys wanted to see? Just like, oh, we could see Rob's face. We could see Rob's face. Or you could just see my hands emoting and I could just do this whole fucking thing. Because I mean, people talk with their hands, people talk about all kinds of things. You know. Yeah, and you're saying like my story, you know, it's Rob's story, but like at the end of the day, all I care about is telling the jokes. Really. You know, and there's humor to be had in any of these ideas. It's mostly about like feng shuiing all of the different potentialities so that I get one at least decently cohesive storyline, or at the very least a storyline that doesn't piss too many people off. Because again, the jokes are always going to be what the jokes are going to be. The storyline is just the vessel for the jokes to travel in. You know, like this is the vessel. And you have a bunch of jokes in there. And that vessel may change its shape and form to fit the narrative at the moment. But the jokes will always be the same. The jokes will always be the paramount thing that I focus on. And so the story might not make any fucking sense at any point in time, but the jokes will be there and the jokes will be good. You know, to within the best of my ability at the moment, based on the research and whatever. Coos! How's it going? Okay, now add literal God to the series. I mean, we do have Jesus fish. I added Jesus fish like a year and a half ago, I think. Yeah, it was a year and a half ago. So I did the devil fish and then Jesus fish, which is close enough to God. I mean, you know. But like the thing about doing religious jokes is that like then I get a bunch of like butthurt viewers that are like, but religion! It's just like, it's just jokes. I'm sorry. I get that people that are religious don't normally take jokes very well. So I try not to cover those topics. But I do cover the topics sometimes. That you know. I don't like to limit my humor, but I know that like more people get butthurt about religious jokes than a lot of other kinds of humor. And so like I try to do those sparingly, or like only when the story really necessitates going in that direction. Otherwise I try to refrain. I try to hold off so that I'm not pissing too many people off. Like, you know, ruffling feathers, that's one thing. But if you're trying to just piss people off constantly, that's not, you know, I'm not doing shock value. I'm not doing shock humor just for the sake of I'm not putting like acupuncture zippity zappity things on everybody's nipples and just saying, fuck it, everybody's gonna get pissed off all the time. You don't garner a good audience from doing that. So like, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. If you do it sparingly, then it can be fine. But if you constantly try to hit the exact same G spot, the bitch is going to become numb to it. And at that point, it's like, you know, it's not good. You want to keep your sensitivity up. That's why you got to duck and weave with the punches. Duck and weave with the punches. You know what I mean? You gotta change it up now and then so people don't know where it's coming. They don't know what's coming next. Oh, is this going to be a reference to ICP? Is this going to be a reference to you know, religion? Is this going to be a reference to, you know, something that happened 100 years ago? Oh, where's it going to go? Where's it coming from? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You know, it's all good. It's all absolutely gravy. Anyway, you guys, it has been fun. We spent an hour drawing one background. It didn't look too bad. You know, I'm going to scan it. Probably do a little bit of color correction. It, you know, needs to bump down on the saturation. Them browns are way too brown. Way too brown. We could desaturate all this and have it flowing real nice. That's the point. We're just going to scan it. We're just going to digital, whatever the fuck. It's all fucking good. But all you guys, I hope you guys have had a great time. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me ramble and talk about random ass things. I'm going to try and do, because like, it's been a couple weeks since I did a public stream. I apologize for that. As always, I'm willing to try and do more. We'll see if I do more. I know that when I draw Bioaccurate El Gran Maha, I will be doing that on stream because you guys know that one's coming. So that will probably be like next week at some point in time, because I'm still working on this current cartoon. It's a follow-up to the Bioaccurate Bloop cartoon, kind of, because I got like one kind of comment a lot from the Bioaccurate Bloop. episode, and that kind of inspired the script that I'm working on right now. And so, that's going to be this Friday's release. I'm getting pretty close to having that done, so I feel pretty good about the prospect of actually being able to finish it and actually, you know, saying Friday is the release date. And then after that, we're doing Bioaccurate El Gran Maha. And so, that will be a live stream for next week at some point. Probably early or later, whatever. Maybe even Sunday. Who the fuck knows? The point is, I appreciate you people. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. More bloop to come. These bloops are going to be blooping all over the damn place. Too many bloops. Not enough time. I have marker ink on my finger. That's what I get for drawing. That's what I get. That's what I get for doodling. I try not to cover politics very much because the politics are really pissing me off at the moment. And I try not to hover. I try not to hover because, like, it drives me nuts. But everybody's got their own little fucking toe lines and shit. I do my best to, like, not have that color my language too much. Because I'd be raging hard. I'd be raging. Last World, how's it going? And Hein Taza Lynn, you were just playing Roblox. So, okay. I mean, cool. Neat. Thumbs up. You can, I guess, go back to that. We have the drawing. The drawing is done. I will be doing a live stream at some point next week. If you're not in the Discord, that'll be a place that you can keep up to date on live streams and just, you know, things in general. Link is probably in the chat. It should be in the chat. I swear to God, so many fucking times I've tried to say that, like, you know, it's going to be in the chat or it's going to be in the description, and then it isn't or whatever. But, like, either way, you know, you can find it there, find it in the description of another video. If you really want to get into that, if you're 13 or older, go ahead and jump in. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week at some point. Brand new Cartoon Friday. This background in Friday's cartoon. So I'll see you there. What's the Discord called? Bobert-Rob Hole, I think. It's a completely random ass name. So, okay, it is in the description. Good. Good. All right. I'd like to think that at some point I learned to actually put it in the description and let it be part of the default. I'd love to think that I'm that smart, but I'm not always. Lots of different irons in the fire. I don't always remember to pull the iron out of the fire. And before long, you just have a pool of, like, molten iron at the bottom of the oven. And it's like, that's really dangerous. They could start a fire, maybe. Possibly. I don't know. There's probably some kind of way that it could cause problems. But either way, peace out, you guys. And, you know, just be good. Cruz! How's it going, Cruz? Peace out, dude. You guys are great. 3, 2, 1.